Good morning to you, or good day from Llandudno, I think. Maybe I said it right this time, maybe I didn't. I'm literally going to ask someone later. I keep meaning to do that. And I almost stopped to go get another donut after that awesome donut last night. Oh my God, a little bit of heaven. The sun has come out for us. The weather is angelic, and we are heading to the Great Orme. We're going to go at it a slightly different way, because why would we do it anything differently? And so join me as I show you the sights, we explore this wonderful landmark. We're cutting up behind the Grand Hotel right now, and this is actually kind of a cool spot. By the way, we're heading towards a church. I'm trying to get to it, because that's also, as you know, part of my shtick. But what is I found this morning, because I went running this way in the beginning, were all these benches. And they look out right onto the beauty of this bay. And you can even see, like, you can walk up on that upper level. I just wanted to show you the actual effect that I had. But look at this. Look at this. This place is magical. Which explains to me why they keep doing the Alice in Wonderland theme. I feel like the adventurer. We are going to go up. Might as well. So we're at the base of the cable car, which is right there. Takes you up to... Hold on a second. Oh my God, it's beautiful here. I love it. There's a little orme, and we're going this way. We are heading along the path, and we'll see if we can get up there to the top. I don't know. Do not know. But at the very least, if you love views and this nature, wow. Right here, we're at Happy Valley, or as I call it, my future spot where I'll get married. But this was the entrance into the limestone quarry that had been here for years and years and years. But what I wanted to show you, this is why we're here, is this beauty, this rock circle. Look at this. Isn't that cool? So this was put here in 1963. I do not know the story behind it. I just think it's cool that it's a random circle of rocks. And I don't know if you can see in the background right there, but there's are some chairs from Wonderland. And there's the table right here. What is up with this community in Alice in Wonderland? I do not know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. Part of me is like, maybe we should walk. Maybe we should scale up. What do you guys think? I mean, honestly, I had all these plans to go to this ledge over here because there's these sheep and goats that were ready to greet me. True story. All right, I think this is going to be a compromise because I want to show you the cliffs right here. And even though I see the clouds getting darker, it's weird. It seems really bright right here. I think we're going to go up on the ledge and look at the views. Really, there's no bad spot, but look at this right here. Look at this. You know who would like this? Who knows if she'll even see the video? It's my sister, Heather. And for that matter, probably my cousins as well. They're all a bunch of hikers. All right, actually, we're going to go up this way. Appears to be a path. It's muddy. Interesting, there's a guy who setting up his tripod. Well, he has his setup, he's filming. Meanwhile, I'm like, where are we? What is this? This morning when I ran by this spot, I said to myself, if it was raining, it might be an okay place to be. So yeah, so my family back in the States, especially my main family, this is something that they would definitely participate in. Steeper than it looks. Alright, so let's see what's right up here. Something fun, hopefully. God, I have to like actually climb it. Oh God, slippery. Oh, I just got a bunch of goat poop in my hands. Oh, and this is why. Look who's here to greet me. Hey, comrade. Hey. Oh, God. Whoa, look at the views. Oh, more sheep. See, I got some friends here. This poor sheep has like a stick stuck in his fur, his wool. And we're gonna go this way. Okay. Whew. Wow. And that was not intended to do that. But I'm glad we did it. So the question, my friends, is do we go on the nice beaten path right here, or do we go the way of the sheep? Ah, yes, the way of the sheep it is. I stopped because I see sheep. There's one there, one here, and then one right here who's staring at me. Looks a little bit like Hogan, a friendly dog I know. And anyway, I'm trying to figure out which way makes the most sense, but I'm trying to, of course, follow their paths because the sheep know better than I do. And God, it is cold up here. Hi, honey. Don't mind me. Going this way. No, you're fine. You're fine, baby. I'm going this way. I gotta go for a walk. I see you later. I'm going this way. It's okay. When I was a kid, we had 4 sheep. So I like them. I just don't want to startle them. But I know why they're laying down. It's to get out of this breeze. Holy crap. God. I don't know. Do we want to go up or do we want to go this way? Bollocks. I don't know why I went this way. I should have taken the car. Oh God. It's windy. The sun came back out. I feel like I'm Gimli, Legolas, and Mr. Aragon with nothing with me, just trekking across, trying to get back to the hobbits. Look at that view. That is amazing. Oh, fun. Cold. Ah. I thought I was at the top. I'm definitely not. We just gotta keep going. I think this is the halfway point. And I found a bunch of friends. All of them. There's a little lamb getting some milk. And there's another little lamb right here who just kind of woke up. Aw, they're so cute. Alright guys, I gotta go this way. Whoa, it is blowing. If you can hear me, you can see the view all the way there. It's glorious. Wow. We're gonna get to the other side, or we're gonna try to. Maybe the wind's a little bit more forgiving. I don't know if it is. God, holy hell. You might be able to see it right there in front of me. This is I forget what they call it. It's dry skiing. There's 2 dry skiing places in the entire, in the country of Wales. And this is one of them. And they have a toboggan ride as well. And, well, we're going to follow the sheep. Oh, there we go. Out of the wind. Oh my God. I did not. I went out of my way to purposely not bring my backpack and like my coat because I know at parts it would get hot. But it's a little bit more intense with the wind blowing 30 up here. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So right on here on the side, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see it coming towards me, but there's a goat. And these were gifts from the Shah of Persia or King of Persia, something like that, years and years ago. And now the goats roam these lands. And if I was reading correctly, the regiment, the Welsh regiment, will actually take a goat from here and they will promote them to Lance Corporal, and it'll be a recognized part of their regiment. Forget the whole thing, that's not really my forte, but okay. Hey, look at this. Look at this right here. All right. I think we made a good call going up as opposed to, wow. Holy, beautiful. And we'll go this way, towards the church, because they were nice enough to give me a sign. So to the heavens we go. Whew. Now I'm filming this on a Friday. I can imagine on the weekends, on the holidays, how busy this is, especially since it's been a hot spot since the Victorian era. People come here on their holidays, get out of the smog, factories, all that smelliness of Liverpool, and they come here for fresh air. Wow. And now, no offense to Bray, but this is lovely on all sides. And you can see down there, there's the church that we're heading to, over that way. I hope it's open for us to get in, and if not, it's all good. It's all good. If you've taken the ride up, I think it stops up there. And prior to the 1930s, maybe 1939, a lot of these fields, they actually were a golf course. And then when the golf course closed, they converted it to a farm. Something like that. Could be in the wrong vantage point, I don't know. It's a windy mofo today. Think about the cold and the wind draining the heck out of my battery. Oh, God. What a lovely day, though, for a hike, even with it only being about 11 degrees Celsius. And with the wind, who knows, colder. I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction to get to my church. How do we do this, guys? How do we get there? I'm stopping in this thicket just like deer or rabbits or other animals would. Give me a little bit of a reprieve before we go back out there and get battered by the wind. This is actually better than I thought it would be. I mean, not the wind part, I'm just stating this area. It's gorgeous. It's like a perfect holiday retreat. I can see how people would come here to be renewed in spirit. See, I think I'm in the wrong thing. I don't want to go to the summit. See that? I don't want to go to the summit. I just caught a glimpse of the ride up. I'm not jealous. Not at all. but it does look really cute. And I did actually watch a YouTube video on it because I thought it was, yeah, it just was one of those things. But look at this. Look how beautiful this is right here. Even though we're in a mud pit. And I have to go slowly so I don't fall in. I mean, look at the colors. This is awesome. It's also more of an adventure. And you know what they say, the greatest adventure is what lies ahead. It's from one of those Hobbit movies, I think the cartoon. I should never have doubted. There's the sign. We just have to cut through this person's yard. So you open the gate. By the way, I really wish the United States would do this. Where you literally are like crisscrossing. Where you have these open pathways. And I know in Wales, this is actually the beginning of their pathway that cuts like all around Wales on the coastal path. So see, here's someone's home. It's a working farm. And we're going to go through their pasture right here and cut right down towards the church. Oh, a couple puppies not too happy with me. I have to remember to close the gates because this is still private property, but they've opened it up for people to use. Wow. This is freaking phenomenal. Hi, honey. Hi. Look, guys, we have a friend. Hello, Cuddles. How are you? Hi. Nice to see you. Hello. I don't have anything. You want to be pet? Want to be pet? No? Oh, that was a head nod to keep going. All right. I'll keep going. Thank you for your approval. There's like nobody here. Here's my army of animals that you just heard. They're just lounging. Rightfully so. And we're just cutting through this pasture. And we're almost to the church. Must have not understood my foreign accent. That's too bad. Thought they were to talk to me. So where's Mr. Toad? Does Mr. Toad live around here or Mr. Badger? That's what I want to know. Lovely day, guys. So we made it to Powell's Well. No idea what the importance of that is. So if we go this way, I think we can go up to the summit. But look at this. Someone put a little tag right here. But I'm going to continue to go this way. Now, this is an interesting area because of the copper mine that has been here since the Bronze Age. Yes, the Bronze Age. And it was used as a copper mine until pretty much the 1800s because they realized how valuable copper is. This being an entire like limestone, a limestone outlet, I think is what they said the terms. The water's very, very good. Yes. Yes. I have to admit, we definitely took the better route. Like, my original route which was just to walk the road. Having now done this, 100,000%, this is the way to go. This is the adventure you take. I passed through one more gate, and then as I did that, magically, just like the rest of this Wonderland, the church comes into view right there. Look at this beauty. What a great resting spot. And meanwhile, you'll see it when we start our walk back up to the summit, but there's sheep grazing again at the top. Might even go that way. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out when we're done. Look at this cemetery, guys. Wow. You know, the last cemetery that took my breath away was in the city of Morecambe, just south of it. I think it's in Heysham, and there's a cemetery right on the water where they believe St. Patrick is actually buried. There's actually some cars here. I wonder if the place is actually open. Wow. It's beautiful. When some of my students and family and friends, they ask me where do I get my motivation from when I write. And I think the number one thing now that helps me write is going to places like this. I mean, how can you not get inspired by different scenes? I mean, it's amazing. All right, the church is definitely closed, so we're going to keep going. I did not realize that this is a pilgrimage spot, and has been for the last 1,400 years. Amazing. So the cemetery and the church is down below us, and now we have almost reached the summit, because there's the end of the cable car right there. So let's get to the top and see what this show's all about. And then I think we need to find a proper tea. Maybe some ice cream. Something. Although I think there's like a Land's End. I don't know. Anyway, other people are going that way. Good for them. Let's go to the top and say we actually summited something for once. You know, not to be funny and all, but this looks wheelchair accessible to me. I mean, or a sled. I love seeing all these sheep. They really crack me up. I feel like I'm walking around their grass. I'm afraid if I start eating their grass, they're going to come after me. Another Lord of the Rings reference, by the way, because that seems to be on my mind today. As you watch the clouds go overhead, all I can think of is Weathertop. You know what I mean? From the Fellowship. Beautiful. Okay, the wind's going to be a bit of a problem up here, but I promise the views make up for it. Look at this. We are at the summit of the Great Orme. You see down there the waterway, castle in the distance. More of the Welsh coastline. And as we stand at the highest point, on a clear day, you can see the Isle of Man, which I think is that way. And then there's Puffin Island, which I think is directly in front of us. Lake District, all those spots. And I'm getting tossed around, but we made it to the top. Well done. Well done. Or maybe I should just say well done to me. Yeah. Well done. Alright, let's get some tea. Something. So beautiful, man. Well, this is kind of funny. You're like, okay, kids, now that you took your ride to the top, we want you to play right here so mommy and daddy can take a breather. So here's something cool. We didn't take it to the top, but let me show you the tram. beautiful. See? There she is, just lurking inside. It's really nice in here. There's no breeze. But here it is. Here's the Great Orme. Yeah, good times. So up there at the Summit Complex is the cafe, gift shop, and bar. That's not the cafe I want. There's another one. We can do this. Hang in there. Hang in there. It's kind of cool to think about, like, the thousands and thousands of people that have walked these steps over the years. You know what I mean? Like, several hundred years. There's one more stop. I wanted to go down this way, but the wind's picking up too much. It's just like it was in my run this morning. So I'm cutting back to the other side, and then we're gonna hike to the far end where there's a lighthouse waiting for us. So, not much farther, I hope. Because I'm too high up and they closed the pasture I wanted to take, I actually have to go. I'm like backtracking. It's kind of comical, actually. But I'm going through this giant pasture full of of sheep. I'm looking for the Lamb of God. Where do I... Hi, guys. And it's like they get shocked, too. They're like, oh, God, he's going to shear us. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do anything. But I feel like I have a long way to go. Me and my peeps. And there's these two baby lambs. There's these two lambs out there that keep chasing each other. They're adorable. Hi, Mama. Is that your baby? Oh, God. How do I... Oh, this sucks. There's a sign that says no entry. Well, how do I... Oh. You see that one right there? He's like guarding the gate. He's like, you can't go this way, John. I literally am going to have to completely backtrack. Alright. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. It felt like from the up top over there. You can see, I made all my ground. I was pointing at where we came from. But we had to loop all the way around because the National Trust property, they closed off part of the trail. And now, honestly, I'm just trying to make a beeline for this lighthouse, but I feel like it goes on forever. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, it's great. Just saying, it's a bit, it's significantly longer than I thought. And I think that's because this morning when I was running on the other side, they said it was only a mile to the cafe. And when I looked at kind of roughly the distances, I'm like, why is this, like, I must be in the width part. I don't know. We've gone back to the road. I was getting my butt kicked by the wind. And it just wasn't it wasn't a pleasurable experience. If I had gloves, maybe, but I'm like, no. So, I think that was actually a boat that I pointed out to that I thought was where the puffins are. So, I apologize. I believe I see the puffin island up ahead. I'll point it out to you when we get to our location. I think it will go faster now being on the road and not completely under all of the elements over and over. So I'm going to point directly to where the island is, Puffin Island. If you follow the coastline, there's an island straight out. And of course the wind wants to kick us right now. But anyway, that's where all the puffins live, where they hang out, frolic. You can take a little ferry boat. Yeah, there's shrimps everywhere. Where is this cafe? I'm seeing more cars, which tells me that either people are going home or maybe we're almost to where we need to be. But it's a beautiful spot. You can see where the river, you can see where it goes into a river. And if you were to keep going down that way, there's a beautiful castle to check out. And this area right here, actually, if I remember right, during the war, World War II, they actually had a artillery range here. Mainly it was for training purposes, but they still had one. So you do get remnants of that, and I can see some structures. I gotta be honest, I'm a little tired now. I've been out here for 2 hours. Which, I know you're like, well, John, that doesn't seem that much, but I did run for 9 miles this morning. I ate breakfast at the bed and breakfast, and then pretty much I put on some shorts and this, and we headed right back out. So that's vacation, right? No rest for the wicked. Well, there's good news for me, and bad news. I still don't know where this lighthouse is. I don't know where the cafe is. I did see some houses down here. And from where I gather, at the worst case, I have another mile and some change, mile and a half, to get towards the inlet right here. And then it's another mile to my hotel. So I have about 2.5 miles left of walking. Clearly, I should have gotten something at the summit. But what a lovely walk, though, regardless. You know what I mean? Like, everyone talks about slow travel and the importance of it, and just how we live in such a busy life, and people never really just slow down and take it in. So when you come to places like this, you're like, you know what? This is not a bad way to spend my morning. Not at all. So I think with that, I will bid you guys adieu, and I'll see you soon. So thanks for tagging along here on the Great Orme with me, and until next time, peace, guys. You don't realize how high that, well, I didn't realize how high I was until I'm back down, kind of descending, but this reminds me a little bit of Malta, but I wanted a quick little side story. I feel like I'm also in Jersey, where I walked for so long to get to the lighthouse and then missed it by like 10 feet. And, but here, this is nice. They built this shelter so that you two could enjoy the place where Blair Cove used to go. And they have this little thing right here. They actually point to Puffin Island, directly over that way, we talked about before. And then there's different spots. Conway Castle, which is down that way. And some small shacks down below right here. And I do not know where this blasted cafe is and the lighthouse. All I can think of is it must be down this side road and you go that way, but honestly, I'm just going to keep walking. We're just going to keep walking. Call it a day. There's an ice cream place. Actually, yeah, there's an ice cream place I saw that sounds pretty good right now. So, to each their own. But beautiful spot.